Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're going to be talking about some life-changing small habits that all of you should try. Your success is hidden in your daily routine, or that's what they say, and the small things we do actually pack quite a punch. So in this video, I'm going to go over some life-changing micro habits that all of you guys should give a shot if you haven't already. I will also say we practice what we preach here. I really took a look at my personal habits and picked them apart to put together a list of the things that I do that make the biggest difference for me that I think will also translate pretty well for you guys as well. So again, take it or leave it, but these have helped me, so I hope that they help you too. The first one is to have a daily to-do list. I have talked about this so many times on my habit videos because this is truly, I think, the number one thing I do that makes the biggest difference in my day, in my week, in my overall life, and my productivity. So again, this one is number one here for a reason. And this doesn't have to look the same for everyone. You can find your way to do this that makes the most sense. You could use the note app in your phone, which I do, or a Google Calendar, which I also do, or physically write it down on Post-it notes, which I also do, because I'm organized almost to a fault, and that's just me being type A. It keeps me organized, it keeps me put together, and it makes sure that no matter where I'm at, whether I'm on the go, I'm at home, I'm sitting at my desk, I'm easily able to visualize everything that I need to get done, regardless of if I'm at home or at the grocery store. So basically what you do is make a list of each task that you need to complete for the day. That way you can visualize everything and clearly see what needs to be done. And you don't have to do this, but I like to organize mine from most important to least important, just so that I know my number one task for the day that absolutely needs to get done. This really helps me not procrastinate and makes it super easy for me to tackle things one thing at a time, and again, to clearly see everything that needs to get done so that I don't forget. Obviously, also crossing things off of my list is just the most satisfying thing in the world. I love doing that. It just feels productive. It feels like, you're working towards something, getting things done, and moving in the right direction. So you can obviously do this daily with like little Post-it notes or in your phone, break things apart by day. I also like to be able to see my week. So any appointments that I have or any things that I can plan ahead for, just so I can really, make things as easy as possible for myself. That way I'm not scrambling last minute, running late, procrastinating, all those bad habits that we don't want to be doing. My second life-changing habit is to get ready for the day. Even if I'm working from home for the day and not planning to leave my house, which, let's be honest, is typically how my days go. I go to my workout, I come home, and I'm there for the day unless I have some sort of appointment. I work from home, obviously, so that's just what my days look like specifically. Maybe you go into the office and you don't even have to worry about this, but in that case, I would say get ready and, feel good about the way that you're presenting yourself to the world. Feel good about the way that you look. It gives you a confidence boost. It makes you feel better. It makes you look better, and is all around just a game changer. But I have been really trying to make a conscious effort to get ready for the day, even if I am going to be home the entire day. And there are a few reasons why this is life-changing. I'll speak about my personal experience and also just some general benefits. Getting ready for the day can actually help you feel more productive, more focused, and more confident. It can also help you make a good impression on others if you have meetings or appointments. Even if they're on Zoom, you still want to make sure you're looking good from at least here to here, all right? You can keep the jammy pants on. I'm filming in my pajama pants right now, so I cannot be a hypocrite and tell you that you need to put some uncomfortable jeans on when you're sitting at your desk in your living room. But from here up, try to make a good first impression. Additionally here, taking care of your personal hygiene and grooming habits can help you feel more refreshed, more energized, which can then positively impact your mood, overall well-being, and productivity. And while we're on the topic of personal hygiene and grooming, big thank you to Tiege Hanley for sponsoring today's video. For all my guys watching that do not currently have a skincare routine, I promise you this is life-changing. Tiege Hanley makes taking care of your skin uncomplicated. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing that you don't. If you aren't currently doing this, I recommend starting with their level 1 system, which comes with all of the basics that you'll need. So you'll get a daily face wash, you'll get an exfoliating scrub. This is going to get rid of all that dead skin and make your face look a lot more refreshed and bright. It also comes with an AM moisturizer to use in the morning with SPF 20. As I always say, you're tough, but you're not tougher than the sun. You need to be using SPF. And then also a PM moisturizer to use before bed. And to make it even easier, they provide you with this instruction card in every single box that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. And I know so many of you are thinking, oh, I'm young, I don't need a skincare routine, or I'll get it eventually, I'll get it the next time Courtney talks about it. But this is not something that you want to put off, because prevention is key, and you want to get ahead of any signs of aging now. 10 or 20 years from now, when your skin looks better than every other guy's, you're going to be thanking me. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tiege Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off of the retail price, access to exclusive monthly deals, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click that first link down in the description and you'll get 30% off of your first box plus a free gift. Don't miss out on this amazing deal, guys. Click that link and get started today. My next life-changing habit, you guys, this one is game changer, and that is tracking your screen time, aka tracking how much time you are spending on your phone. I'm not kidding when I tell you this absolutely changed the way that I spend my free time. So many of us, myself included, all right, I'm throwing myself under there as well, mindlessly scroll on our phones and end up wasting so much time. And let me tell you a little personal story here. I'm going to be vulnerable. Don't judge me. Don't make fun of me in the comments. Actually, you can judge me. That will probably help me stick to this a little bit more. A few months ago, I went into the screen time section of my phone to see how much time I spend on different apps throughout the day, and I saw that I had spent 4 hours on TikTok. 4 hours. Now, I do spend some time on there finding content to react to, but if I'm being totally honest with myself, that was probably about 1 hour of the 4, and the rest was just me mindlessly scrolling. Doing what? I don't know. I have nothing to show for it. But I was nauseous when I saw 4 hours. Like, that number, it just hit different. Do you know what I could have gotten done in 4 hours? I could have run 20 miles. I could have read an entire book. I could have called my mom, cleaned my apartment, and done 3 loads of laundry. I mean, seriously, I could go on and on about the things I could have done in that amount of time. And seeing that number really helped me reframe the way that I was looking at my free time and just how much time I was wasting. So seeing this and being able to visually understand the breakdown of how I was spending my time was honestly just a huge wake-up call for me. So now, check your own screen time in your phone and see what it looks like, because it might surprise you just how much time you're wasting. I know they say we all have the same 24 hours in the day. You know, we all have different obligations and time constraints and things that we have going on. But when you see how much time you waste, it really helps you reprioritize and understand, you know, ways that you could be better spending that will benefit your life instead of just being wasted. And really here, I would just recommend of getting into the habit of recognizing when you've been on your phone too much. I guess that's my main point here, and set limits for yourself if you need to. My next life-changing habit is to manage your money. And I know when I say that, it probably sounds daunting, overwhelming. You're thinking that's not a small habit at all. But really, there are so many little things you can do here that add up and make it a big thing that it counts as a small thing. Good habits surrounding your finances are some of the best to start doing and can genuinely change your life. The same way you're tracking your screen time now, track where your money is going and be diligent about it. Managing your money can help you achieve financial stability and security, which is about as life-changing as it gets if you ask me. And this is so important because when you're in control of your finances, you're able to create and stick to a budget, save money for emergencies and future goals, and avoid unnecessary debt. This can then obviously reduce your stress and anxiety related to financial issues, which can improve your overall well-being. I mean, how many of you watching are stressed about money right now? Probably a lot of you. And I don't say that to be harsh or to put anybody down, but it's just something to be mindful of. Additionally here, getting into the habit of managing your money and doing it well, emphasis there, can help you make better financial decisions, invest in your future, and achieve your financial goals, such as maybe buying a home, retiring with enough money, or being comfortable. It can give you a sense of empowerment and control over your life as well. So honestly, it's game changing. Look at your bank account, see where your money is going. What are the things you're spending money on that aren't doing anything for you, or that you could save money in other areas? Create a budget for yourself, save your money, put away $1 a day, $5 a day, a certain amount per month. I'm not an expert necessarily in this area, but I know what I do and what works for me. And I think really making sure that you're seeing where your money is going. Do you have subscription services that you don't use? Are you paying for Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, YouTube TV? TV. Really do a little digging, be a little investigator, and see where all of your money is going and what you could eliminate, what you could cut back on. Set a realistic budget for yourself and live below or within your means. Do not be trying to keep up with the Joneses, living above your means to impress a bunch of people who you don't even like. It's all silly. I've done videos about this. I've talked about it a little bit more in depth, but really here, I just want to emphasize the importance of managing your money, knowing where it's going, setting a budget for yourself, and just really taking control of this aspect of your life. My next one seems a little dinky after the last point because it was such a big deal, but this one is drinking water before coffee. And I'll be honest, I've only recently started doing this in the last few weeks, and I wish I would have done this my entire life. When I tell you this is a game changer, believe me, because I have watched it drastically change my energy and my productivity for the last few weeks now. I, like many of you probably do, would wake up, I would roll out of bed, and immediately walk myself out to my espresso machine to start my day. There's a few reasons why this is not the best thing to do. Drinking water before coffee in the morning helps to rehydrate your body after a night's sleep. Obviously, when you wake up in the morning, you're dehydrated because you've had no water for 8 hours or however long you slept. It can also help to reduce the negative effects of caffeine on your body, such as dehydration and increased heart rate. Additionally, drinking water first thing in the morning can help you flush out all those toxins and improve your overall health and well-being, as it is essential, as you all know, for your body to function. It also helps you set the tone for your day and start working on your water intake from the moment that you wake up. I make it a little fun game with myself to make sure I drink enough water every day, and I feel much more energized and focused throughout the day when I stay hydrated, and I'm more likely to do so if I start my day this way. Because if I wake up and go immediately to coffee, I don't want to go to water. Water does not taste as good as coffee does. So I start with water, I get it out of the way, and make sure I'm getting enough. And I really have just felt so much more energized throughout the day. I haven't had like a midday or mid-afternoon slump the way that I did before. And that's just because I'm staying hydrated. I think we all really underestimate the amount of water that we need to be drinking, and just how important hydration is. So I know I sound like your mom right now, but drink your water. My next life-changing habit is to prioritize movement. And again, just like the money one, you probably hear that and think, well, that's not a small habit, so let me explain. Any movement is better than no movement. It doesn't even have to be working out at the gym for 45 minutes or an hour. Just move. Use a standing desk. Go for a walk while you drink your morning coffee. Do some calf raises while you brush your teeth. I personally do that every morning, and my calves are popping. But really, move for your mood, move for your stress levels, move for your mental clarity. There are so many ways that you can add this into your routine no matter what your schedule is like. There really are no excuses for being sedentary the entire day. Even if you're someone who works at a desk, I found that my standing desk has really helped me just to be able to like move my feet, or you can even buy like a walking pad to put underneath your standing desk so that you can walk throughout the day. Maybe you can't necessarily focus, as well that way, so you figure out what works for you. But really standing up, getting around, moving around, making sure that you're getting up and not just being sedentary the entire day. I know so many people who just sit at their desk the entire day. Maybe they work in an office or they're in a cubicle all day. They sit there the entire day. They come home, they sit on the couch and watch TV for 4 hours, and then they lay in bed. I'm like, the only walking you've done is to get your lunch out of the refrigerator. Like, we really need to be moving our bodies more, prioritizing this. If you're someone who doesn't necessarily have the time every single day to go to the gym for an hour, well, then prioritize making little small movements throughout your day. There are so many ways, again, like I mentioned, that you can incorporate this. There are no excuses here. And I'm going to tell you this. My grandma, bless her heart, is 82 years old. She's the cutest thing in the world. She doesn't get around all that well, so she's been doing these sit and be fit, I believe is what they're called. She literally sits in a chair in her bedroom and follows a video that's on the TV. She moves her arms and her legs. She just sits there and moves as much as she possibly can. So if she can do it, so can you. I hope that motivates you, because saying it out loud honestly makes me want to hop on the treadmill again. I already got my workout in this morning, but just something about saying my precious little 82-year-old grandma is doing sit and be fit videos in her bedroom. I need to be doing more, right? Like, that should motivate you. But my point is, it doesn't have to be a huge time commitment or take up hours of your day or even take you a long time, or if you're limited with your movement at the time being or whatever your situation is, there is something you can do that will help you stay active, help you move, and just not be sedentary couch potato all day. My next life-changing habit is to tidy up, specifically here as you go. I like to tidy up as I go instead of leaving everything for a huge cleanup project. I find it to be much less overwhelming and daunting when you tidy up periodically and in small ways. This also helps make sure that your space is a pleasant environment to be in. They say that your space reflects what's going on in here, so if you're living in a disaster, this is probably a disaster. So making sure that you live in a comfortable, clean, organized environment. You don't have to be like, again, American Psycho level. Everything is top tier, spotless, but just making sure you're cleaning up, keeping things tidy is so important for obviously your physical well-being, but also your mental health. So one thing I've started doing that has really helped make my mornings easier is putting my kitchen to sleep the night before so that when you wake up, there's nothing to clean. So what do I mean by putting the kitchen to sleep? This might be different for you, but for me, this includes unloading my dishwasher or making sure that there are no dirty dishes in my sink. I don't know about you, but when I wake up and I have a workout to do, an entire day of work, and I also have an entire kitchen to clean or dirty dishes in my sink, I feel a little stressed out. I wipe down the counters, I put everything away. I just make sure that when I wake up in the morning and I walk into my kitchen, this is where I walk into out of my bedroom, it looks nice, it looks tidy, and I don't have to do anything. Really, this helps you start your day by doing the tasks that actually need to get done and stay focused. This is also very tough when you work from home and you're able to be around everything else that needs done and you can visually see, oh, I need to do my laundry. Oh, my kitchen is dirty. Oh, my living room is a mess. Like, I physically cannot focus on my work if I have a million other things around me that need to be done. So if all of those things are done the night before, I can wake up, I can go to my workout, come home, go to my desk and work all day and not be distracted by all these little silly things that need to be done. This also really helps you not procrastinate. So I know a lot of people feel very overwhelmed when they have all of these things to do. So they eat all their meals, they have all these dirty dishes, their kitchen's a mess, their house is a mess. And then when it comes time to actually clean it, there are a million things to do and it does feel stressful and overwhelming because you've done nothing along the way. You haven't been tidying up as you go. And now you're left with this huge mess to clean, which takes a lot longer and it's just stressful. And a lot of people procrastinate it, and then you feel guilty about procrastinating, and it just leads to this very unhealthy mental and physical cycle. So really try to get in the habit of making these small changes that are going to make your life overall a lot easier. My next tip is to wake up 10 minutes early. So I told you these habits were small. 10 minutes is small but mighty and can really make a big difference in your morning routine. This 10 minutes gives you a little extra time to start your day in a more relaxed and calm manner. Instead of rushing out of bed and immediately starting your day or running late, you can take a few minutes to collect your thoughts, to stretch, to meditate, whatever floats your boat, which can help you feel more centered and focused throughout the day. Waking up just 10 minutes earlier can also give you a little extra time to do things that you might not otherwise have time for. Maybe this is reading a book or enjoying a breakfast or going for a short walk with your coffee. Again, this is going to look different for all of you, but little things that you find yourself wishing that you had time for, you can make time for. This can help you feel more productive and more energized throughout the day. Waking up earlier can also help you develop a consistent sleep schedule. Sleep is so important. I think a lot of people don't necessarily prioritize it when they should, which can be beneficial for your overall health and your well-being. Specifically here also, sleeping and waking up at the same time each day can help regulate your circadian rhythm, which can also improve the quality of your sleep and help you feel more alert and refreshed throughout the day. One thing that I just got a couple weeks ago, someone bought it for me off of my wedding registry, is the Hatch alarm clock. Now, it doesn't necessarily look the best. It's not very aesthetic for my bedroom, I will admit that. But when I tell you this has changed my night's sleep, my morning routine, because I'm falling asleep and waking up at the same time each day, I'm on a routine. So I would highly recommend that. But also specifically here, just getting up a little bit earlier, going to bed a little bit earlier as well, really making sure that you have a good nighttime and morning routine can be a game changer for your day, for your week, for your months, for your life. And you can certainly do more than 10 minutes as well, but I wanted to make it a small habit here. And really, honestly, 10 minutes does make a huge difference. So guys, that is all I have for this video. If you liked it or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. Let me know down in the comments, what are your life-changing small habits or just life-changing habits in general? They don't have to be small. Maybe I'll make another dedicated video to help all of you guys out with the feedback that I get down in the comment section. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.